Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
I'm say krata ba kwa baba to ja a lawyer for a woman homa chief executive officer my men's gold na pia men's adodo na friend na one na almost say ban say almost the red alert be the atom so the ato papa no so am waka Dubai nte be omu yinfio na sanko mo mesrem see be di obro fukasem. So we go over to the lines and we speak to Amanda Clinton. Is a lawyer for some of the aggrieved men's gold customers. Good morning. Thanks for your time this morning on Neat FM, Amanda.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Right. It's been a while since we spoke. Hope everything is fine.
Very well. Thank you for asking.
And how far with the case? Any update on it? We know you are in court for some of the aggrieved customers, right?
Yes, but I mean, because matters are in court, we can't speak openly about the court matters.
I know. So, do you have maybe a new date coming up? Not like to discuss the merit of the case. When next are you going to court?
Perhaps we should talk about the recent headlines.
I'll come to that, but I'll come to that, but we just want to get some information, a bit of update before we get into that.
I can't share that information.
That's fine. So let's go on to what is at stake now. I'm sure you've read about stories making rounds, or you've heard, probably even seen some of the copies of the letters that's been circulated around about purported to have come from lawyers of Chief Executive Officer of Men's Gold, Nana Appiah Mensah. What's your reaction?
They make some very interesting points in relation to the fact that if government knew where he was as of the issuing of the red alert, they shouldn't have issued a red alert because they knew his location. So they're basically questioning, Nana Appiah Mensah's human rights being offended and the procedure. But what they fail to mention in Lawyer Kufuor's letter to government is that in order for a red alert to be issued, Interpol Global, a huge procedure has to be you have to go through a huge procedure with the secretariat with Interpol. And a lot of criteria have to be passed, like, is this person wanted for, as in this case, defrauding by false pretenses? You have to submit a lot of documents. And in relation to the fact that government already knew where he was, Interpol was basically telling their associates globally, this is the last known place that Nana Appiah Mensah was. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you're narrowing the search in terms of, so they don't look in Istanbul. They're narrowing the search to a particular locality. So that is what happened. But the crucial aspect from a law enforcement perspective and from a legal perspective is, number one, is the highest category of flight risk, because he has means in terms of finances, he has access to private jets, and as we saw 2 months ago, passports were being brought over to Dubai for him for possible escape. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So although some of the customers do say that, he's the best person to get our money back, arguably, the person who took the money in the first place is not the best person to get your money back. Do you see what I mean? We need to first and foremost understand what happened to all this money and where is it. And when he is questioned by government, they may decide...
Don't you have the answers in the letter that his lawyer has written?
No, I don't think the letter answers that at all.
Because if you look at...
for instance, this is depositors' money.
Mm-hmm.
So is it an admission that depositors' money was used for a single gold transaction because this company was unregulated? If it is, then please express that even more, because that would be even more interesting. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And see the charge of defrauding by false pretenses. So at the end of the day, nobody's saying that we want... I mean, if Nana Appiah Mensah appears in Ghana, it would be for the sole purposes of answering to the charge and being questioned And if he's questioned and he has the documents that he says he has, government is in the position to assist him with consular services, meaning a diplomatic relationship with UAE, to say, look, one of your citizens has this money and we want to go through due process in order to retrieve our citizens' money. But it is not for him to elect to, for instance, be free, go to South America or somewhere, and we can't trace him. It is not his choice, perhaps. I mean, one would argue.
Now, I'm sure the main concern of the customers for which you are standing in for them as their lawyer is that you want money. To get their money. Is that not what it is?
Of course, it is.
Right. So, and the man says that, look, someone has my money. I need to get the money. And because the government has put this red alert on me, I'm not a free man to go and get the money from the person. So
I understand that. But you also have to, no offense, I really hope I don't offend anybody, but you also have to look at the person saying this. This is a person who has allegedly faced previous charges in Ghana for similar type offenses, including a Chinese car scam that people paid money for and never got, and very similar type of offenses of, you know, not that it has been substantiated, but he was been accused of very similar type
but
was
he charged? Was he charged?
He was charged and he skipped bail.
Right.
And the retiring police officer who was part of that case said that had he not lay low for like a year or two and then the case was dropped, that's what happened in that instance.
Okay.
It's available on Ghana Web. I mean, the officer who was part of that investigation.
So you think there's a precedent?
Says that. There's a precedent in terms of the type of crime that he is associated with. And so respectfully, as a lawyer, am I going to go on the words of someone who has means, opportunity, the money, etc., and an amazing ability to market himself? No, I wouldn't go on that. I would want him to submit to authority, be questioned, and then the authorities can work with him on a diplomatic level to retrieve this money if what he's saying is true. But he can't handle this by himself. And if he does have international lawyers would also have to realize he is not the only director of the company. Other directors can sue those people with all the same information. So I'm an international lawyer and I'm telling you that for free. He's not the only director. There's 3 directors in the company.
So as far as you're concerned, you don't want this red notice removed. I mean, it should be maintained. That's what you want.
The red notice is not an arrest warrant. The red notice is basically notifying all Interpol officials on ground anywhere that this person is wanted for questioning in his home state. And so until he gets from point A to point B, the red notice stays on, or until the Ghanaian government says, well, actually, he has no charges to answer to, so please take off the red notice. That's the only way.
Now, I'm just wrapping up with you, but I just want to find out, because some people have also gotten wary of this whole Nana Appiah Mensah issue. Today, you hear this. Tomorrow, there's a new twist. Every day, something different coming up. What do you make of the latest one that we're talking about? People think that all these are all things just to delay the process of getting money, retrieving, paying customers money. What do you make of it?
I think people are right. I mean, even I'm a little bored of the latest twist, because it's almost like, these are excellent marketers. They made the Men's Gold brand and the Brew Marketing brand by marketing this to world-class standards so that the customers would come in. And so they haven't stopped marketing themselves and their position, basically. But they've moved into the territory of law enforcement and justice. And their human rights are not being infringed. All we want is for them to answer this simple question: why, when SEC issued the notice that depositors should stop taking, they should stop taking in depositors, they were unable to pay all the depositors that was remaining. What happened to all this money? So who, what, why, when, and how is what needs to be answered, and not all this marketing technique. Because eventually they will just have to submit to the law anyway, so we might as well get this over and done with. But we do want the money back. I don't want him in jail, personally. I just want him to work with people who can help retrieve this money. And if he's saying people owe him, the other directors in their capacity can sue these people in any country they want. You know, so he's not the only person that can get back this money. And if he has a legitimate claim, he can make that in a court of law. The other directors can. And he can work with, you know, the Ghanaian consulate to request officially that government helps in the process. So all you're seeing here is superior marketing from the Men's Gold team, who feel as if they are writing a script. But this is real life, and these are people's money, and they want it back. So as intelligent as they have been in getting customers in the door, other people are now involved, and it is not going to be a marketing exercise. We will call them out on every marketing strategy they try and roll out.
Well, I'm sure we'll also keep our ears and eyes on it, and anytime we feel the need for us maybe to have a conversation, we'll knock at your door. We appreciate your time with us this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amanda Clinton, Ejna Honum saying, some of the aggrieved customers of Men's Gold and opinion in Edin Komokakra need 100.9. We krata fee aloya fo wo mugina ho ma na na pia mensa do don afre na one. Na asem no ne tofa ne se wo mo che se esanse aban de red notice no let's say the to so sa no a Interpol for na wontimi enhyeda wa enhyeda nchi obi aba wunya fa hodi enhyeda nko eni udwuma te senia wo pe na yenhwehwia sa anti make say de papa no answer police for hwehwia na sa wo ye Dubai yesu honum say no wo na eno na lawyer for say o wo mo makwan na papa ntimi enya no ho esanse obi de ne ka ni 750 kilograms of gold bia ounce wo de ye business to Dubai koto ma adwumakuo bi sika no de ba ye sikemu a almost $39 million say sika court ebu akura so betimi akwa akwaji ni sika na esanse sa red notice ni nti ontimi nkwankwaji sika no te be ya sa red notice na police CID through Ghana ban wo mo de ato nam 1 so no wo munyimfi honum say na wo muntimi enya ne ho na wonkwankwaji ni sika na wan hwe ya sa horizon for no edi nam 1 sika be dwane enti ni on pese o mo kire no say a lawyer for ma tro lawyer a lawyer for brofo tin Kwame Boafo Ekufu ni chambers no wo mu no mu gina honum say edema Nana Pia Mensa make say wo ma tro krata tin ni omode kan no omode srefa say aban enhwe no onya hu bibi enfa ma omo asemo sa Men's Gold asemo we no obi me sure say mu bi honum kra ma pa ba ma bre ye mu bi abre ana bia apa baba to be ne den ebinum su sika ka akokem make say ho aka edwe mu a omo etwen se omo nsa betimi aka omo sika na me busa Amanda Clinton kura se ade no omo de court na kwa akosi se o se no de o pese obeka ho asema che me
Utie Oha Exi Punk no Needs FM.